Hi, welcome to Ocean Yumi's channel. So today, um, I will say this is going to be a very interesting one. Why I say that? Because the cult that is using the Hinduism, the Buddhism, probably other stuff in their hi Christine, hi Lady Legs, in their I don't know the dynamics. It's very interesting. Um, I tried to cut up a video that I asked one content creator that I can use, because what I come to realize, the leader, he's in every frame, like literally in every frame. Like it's just like it's like when you're cutting it up, cause tried to get the elements to which they were playing with. Yeah, I mean, one creator did catch the stuff they were playing with, right? But today I'm going to take a closer look. I am going to play my edited version of the video. It's not the greatest, mind you, but it gets the point across. Then I'm going to put up the elements to which they are playing with, because I'm sure there's more elements in there I saw, but I'm not sure exactly. I saw bits and pieces of stuff in there: Mirror, Water, Sekhmet, Star of David. I think he's had a wand in his hand at one point. He spoke about the Illuminati by using the triangle. The triangle. Hi, Miss Wise. Hi, the triangle to which he's using now. I've done a video. There's a video that I did upload on that one already of the Eye of Horus, I think, with the Illuminati symbol in it. Now, the person in the video explains that it's not necessarily Illuminati, okay? Even though the pyramid is a source of power. Yes, it is a source of power. And it does actually harness power. It takes energy. It does a whole lot of things. Now, the mirror, there's two ways you can look at the mirror, because there is black mirrors as well. I mean, he's using a normal mirror. He's using comb. He's using scissors. It's like a whole set of occultic stuff there that the members are unaware of what is going on. They're just going with it. Now, this word I see free. Now, he means I see you and you see me, kind of thing. That's all that means. That's all that's about. That's nothing technical about that one. That one part I worked out. Now, I'm going to put up the video that I edited. Let me see if I could find it. Now I've taken the sound out of it. Okay, so there's no sound on this. Okay, I'll try and stop it a little bit and show you where the objects are in the video. So when you're looking at people who's download the videos on this group, look for certain objects, certain hands, gestures, poses. Go for it like that, right? And when you're looking at him, just totally shut down yourself so you can look at what it is, because that's how he also absorb through the computer as well. So let me just play it. Now, right here, look at her hand. If you can see it. Hold on, is it going to go back? See her hand? See her hand? I can't get a close up of it. That is a Buddhist hand gesture. Okay? I don't know whether you can see it very clearly, right? If you are able to zoom in if you can. Now, in Egyptology, as we know, they hold their hands upwards in upward position. One is to receive, and one is to take in energy. Okay? So this is what's going on here. Now let's go through it. I'm gonna have another slide for other things. Hold on. This one is the snake. Is kundalini. This is kundalini. It's kundalini dance. I mean, there's actually a kundalini belly dance. There's actually a kundalini belly dance. We're looking at the lady in the yellow. Oh no, it flashes very fast. I don't know if you can see it. Otherwise, I might have to get the original one. Okay, because it's very hard to grab the scene. Black and the red. The way she's holding her hand is a give and receive of energy. The lady in the yellow. Hold on, I'll show you the lady in the yellow. Or should I just let it just play? Because there's a lot to talk about. This lady's doing the kundalini dance. That's what she's doing, the kundalini dance. Behind her is Kuan Yin. Right, if you know about the Buddhist side, there's Kuan Yin at the back. Okay, now we'll continue. The feather, that's Ma'at. Because it was so long. Because there's Kuan Yin or Buddha at the back. Right, so we're going to pinpoint the objects first before we go in about the other stuff. Yeah, here's a closer one, better one. Right, can you see their hand gestures now? The hand gestures is very important. We look at the hand gestures. Give and receive, that one. The one that's the heart, but we'll look at the Buddhist one for it so we can get a better understanding. Each hand gesture carries a mantra. They're inappropriate. Yes, they incorporated every religion in there, literally. The food on the table, that's an offering. Flowers, it's there. What else? The hand. See the hand again. See, this one's clearer. The hand. I was trying to get a close up of the hand. So this is meditation pose. Put it on full screen. I have to go get it from the lady's video. I tried to edit it. I tried to edit it because the leader's in it too much. He's in it too much, way too much. We don't, and that's not, and I don't really want him in this. I was trying to get his face out all different ways. It's just the only way I can do is cut it, cut it, cut it. Like, like there's Kuan Yin or Buddha at the back. The lotus. You see, if it shows the men, or did I cut the men out? The Ankh. It's crazy. He's in it too much, Leonard. He's in it too much. He's in it too much. He places himself in such a way. Right, even when you're trying to cut the video, you can't cut around him. You can't get around him. Oh, she's up. You can't cut around him. Mother and child. Try to do my best. I think I cut out all the men. The men is also sitting in a pose on the opposite side of the room. Oh look, see, I got him in there. Unfortunately, he's representing Buddha right now. That's what he's representing by the way he's dressed. See the hand gesture again. The hand gestures. Okay, so I'm gonna flip to my slides here because I've put certain symbols and certain things what he's called himself on there. See, this is the hand gesture that they're using. Representations of different religions, which we'll go through a piece at a time. Okay? Wiccan, the the Eye of Ra, which they have on their feet, Kuan Yin, Star of David, water, feathers. Yes, yes, definitely, Leonard. And also, they're using Indian stuff as well. It's this combined. There's a lot of things combined together. Then Olorun, which he calls him, so which he's not Olorun. Okay, and then the Indian how they dressed. Okay, the first thing we're gonna start off with is with the hand, the mantras of the hand. So let me just put in my search engine again. Let's see, we can do side by side. So I could do a side by side. Maybe not. Hold on. Let me do a side by side. It'll be easier. Oh, okay. Side by side. Now the Buddhist hand gesture and their meanings. Here they are. So there's the the Busbarus, which is earth touching mantra, grounding, supporting, place it in the center. The meditative one, the Dhyana, the Abhayara, fearless mantra, symbols of fearless protection. Now, what's the one they're using? The veteran. Well, I can't even say that one. Teaching and discussion invites teaching, awakening. Oh, done right. So, what is the mandayara? The mandayara is a Sanskrit word that means sign. You may have used the mandayara in your yoga class, or if you look at any images of Buddha, he is always holding the mudra. On Pacifically level, the mudra is often indicated as a hand gesture. However, mudras have deeper spiritual significances. You could even say that your life or your home can be a mudra. It can be a symbol of great meaning. Buddhist imaginary can be used in the feng shui of your home as a spiritual reminder. The Buddha represents the potential for true happiness and goodness that inherent within each human and every being. If you want to take it for, oh yeah, this is further steps. So this is meditation, symbols of union and enlightenment of masculine and feminine in mind, body, and spirit. So I don't know whether that's clear what I just said, but that's one aspect of what he is using. And I think there's another aspect. Hold on. There's another aspect too. So he's got the Buddha as well, the Buddha representation. He's got the Buddha, he's got Kuan Yin represented. Wicca is also represented as well, big time on that table, the Star of David. Let's see if I can get to the Star of David because I definitely went and looked up on that one. So Kuan Yin, as we know, okay, the Star of David. I'm going to go through the elements. I know some of you know what some of these things are anyway, because there is a lot of woke people, whatever. Oops, that's the wrong word. There's loads of people who know of this information already. So people who looking at this at him, what he's doing, they're thinking he's doing something great. Right, the Star of David is a Hebrew, Hebrew Morgan David Jewish symbol composed of two overright triangles that form a six-pointed star. It appears on synagogues, Jewish tombstones, etc. The symbol, which is historically was not limited to use by Jews, when side by side with the five-pointed star, is served as a magical sign or as a donation in the Middle Ages. The Star of David appeared with greater frequency among the Jews, but did not assume any special religious significance. It's found as a well on some churches. The term Magen David, which is a Jewish, signifies God as a protector, a shield of God. Gained currency among the Marvel Jewish mystics who attached the magical powers to King David's shield, just a earlier non-Jewish magical traditions. Oh, see, it refers to the Kabbalah had referred to the 5-point star as the seal of Solomon. The Kabbalists popularized the use of the symbol as a protection against evil spirits. The Jewish community of Prague was the first to use the Star of David, its official symbol from the 17th century on. The 6-point star became the official seal of many Jewish communities and a big sign of Judaism. Though it is no biblical, yeah, it talks about the Nazis using it, of course. So yes, it's used by Kabbalists as well. Yeah, let me put up what Leonard is saying. That's a lie. The Star of Rempan. Yeah, but that's just David didn't have any star. But it's so strange because they always talk about the star of David. They talk about the star of David, the star of David. But I did see that he used this as an element, and it's also a magical thing, where which the used have used it. Um, witches used it. Witches use it. Pagan people use it. Um, where is it? Where Miss White said he uses a variety of, because what he's doing, he's calling on different energies. That's what he's doing. Yeah, exactly. He's calling on different energies. Well, basically, we're looking at what he is doing as a cult because he's inserted these objects into whatever practice, whatever, all of a sudden. And it has nothing to do, I feel, with um who he is, because if he had these practices before, okay, it'd be different. Okay, now he's inserted this Star of David onto the bed, on which he made with a chain and stuff, with red and white, I think it was. And Kabbalists do use it, because I used to know a Kabbalist as well. Okay, so I am not expert by no means. I'm not gonna say I was an expert, right? I went and I researched each object one by one, or tried to get each object that I searched. So I'm no way a expert. Okay, but this like what's it, is it bastalizing, he's mimicking. Now water, now we know water is a magical conductor. Let's put it on the big screen. Now he had 3 glasses of water on the bed. That's a magical conductor. Okay, a lady they said it's a Turkish. Oh, Turkish. The eye is the Turkish protection. Yeah, that's that the evil eye too. And I think Miss Wise said something about, how can I, witchcraft under the skies of meditation. Yep. Where's Miss Wise said? I wish I could put it on full screen, but the guy irritates me, so I don't want to have his face here. He's already got one video there already. Oops. What's that one? Exactly. Miss Wise, where is where's what you said? I can't find it. There it is. He's incorporated all the religions together as well. Now, water, as I know and we know, even on an ancestral table, yes, it is a conductor. Water, when you put water, fire, earth, wind, water, fire together, if you are dealing with a magical force, particularly, yeah, someone delete the bot. The bot. Um, it 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 really it conducts in such a way, because even now on my ancestral altar I pour that on, I'm burning a candle. Now you can tell when something is in the presence of a place is when you see the bubbling in the water as well. um I don't know whether to me I feel it's all done for show. Yeah, that's what I feel as well. The part that really got me was the part where he shows Sekhmet, and he said that she was Sekhmet. Okay. Now, Sekhmet, the goddess, we know, and those who follow Sekhmet, particularly the goddess, and that knows that she is also a god of war as well. So, I'm gonna show. Segment, 'cause I'm going through one at a time. Okay. Now this might not be the best this presentation I do, but I'm gonna try and put out each individual sign and symbol the best way I know how. Okay. Um Now we're gonna go back to the water one because I wanna hear their how they look at it as well when it comes to magical. Because water does a lot during magic. When you're doing magic. And we all know he's doing occultish stuff anyway. Right. So Sekhmet. Now Sekhmet is an ancient Egyptian goddess of war who is renowned for her immense might. Indeed, her name comes from Egyptian word power, Sekhem. Sekhmet is the goddess of healing, of war and destruction. Due to her vital nature, volatile nature, I think. Sorry, my dyslexic. Many Egyptians come to recognize Sekhmet as a representation of natural disasters too. As a powerful figure, she was seen as a protector, with many pharaohs seeking her guidance in times of conflict. Sekhmet is usually depicted as one of the many Egyptian deities with animal heads. In this case, Sekhmet head had the head of a lioness, the body of a woman. She holds the sun disk on her head with the Unis upright Egyptian cobra encircling it. Usually, Sekhmet is illustrated carrying a staff, the Ankh of life, in her hand in art. She is usually shown dressed in red, symbolizing the color blood, though she is also often displayed naked in statuettes. So he's using Sekhmet power. Okay. So we're gonna do the facts. Sekhmet is a part lioness, part human. She is a god of war, destruction, healing. Sekhmet has seen as protected pharaohs. Her name is powerful one. She is associated with the desert and can breathe fire. Sekhmet carries a sun disk on her head and the Ankh of life. Yeah, water holds memory as well. True. True, true, true. True. So he's using all that. He's using all the elements, every element you can think of. Every element. Um, Let me put it up what you said about the water, because that's vital. See, even my subbies even can see the bullshit for what it is. Yeah. So he's got that there. What's the next thing? So you could see the Star of David as well is greatly used. The the hand gesture, the Eye of Ra, which they have drawn on their foot right now. So the Eye of Ra, the Eye of Ra, is a being in ancient Egyptian mythology that functions as a feminine counterpart to the sun god Ra, a violent force that subdues his enemies. The eye is an extension of Ra's power, equated with the disk of the sun, but it often behaves as an independent goddess. He's using female energy because everything that's come up is female energy. Oh, did I block Lady Legs? Oh, god damn it. Hold on, Lady Legs. Let me get you back. Ugh, I blocked Lady Legs by accident. Hold on. Let me get her back. Uh, Sorry, Lady Legs. Blocked you by accident. Um, Yeah. So the Eye of Ra as is feminine energy, high, clear, it's feminine energy that he's using. Sekhmet, um, Ra. Who did I? Did you unhide her? I was wondering why. Yeah, it's feminine energy he's using. Now, what's the next thing? Feathers. Now, when I see feathers, I think of my act. That's what I see. When I think of feathers, I think my act, energy, balance, clearance, and all that. Because I know when I used to use my feather in my practice, I used to clear the energy. Lady legs, you're good, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, see, I thought I blocked the bot. God, jeez. Um, the feather is balance. Is my act. So he's using Egyptian, Buddhist, uh, Kabbalah, whether it's Ashkenazi, not whatever, and um, though he's dressed. Oh, you're here. Okay. Though he's dressed like, when I look at what he's dressed as, he's a cross between a Ghanaian chief, right? Because when they go through initiation, right? When they go through initiation, in Africa, especially in Ghana, they wear black. They wear black because I used to know a chief who went for initiation and he wore black. He didn't used to wear colors. For the first year, I think he said, right, he has to wear black. The feather in the hair, which he puts in his hair, which is more similar, I can say, if you look at Shaolin, is it Shaolin? Shaolin movies or one of them, they wear feathers in their hair, or Indian movies, they wear feathers in their hair. And the gods are always depicted as purple or blue gods mostly. So that's where the Hindu part comes into play, okay? And I'm just talking from what I can remember from what I've read, okay? Because I don't want to Google everything. Now, the next thing is the food offering, which he has on the table, which is not which is food, probably what they made for him and they rested on there, and then he's tried and made it into some um dramatic, arty type-ish kind of situation. So when you're offering food to deities, mostly most deities have certain things what they eat on certain days. Some deities have certain things what they don't eat on certain days. Some deities is just rum. Some deities is palm oil in most cases. Most times deities, like in Indian culture, for what I know, they make things with ghee and they feed the deity with it. Yeah, exactly. All that mess really comes from Far Eastern. Yes, exactly. Right, exactly, Leonard. You get where I'm going with this, right? Right. All the stuff that he's doing is Far Eastern or Egyptian like kind of stuff, right? Because they dress like Hindus. The women are dressed like Hindu women. I don't. Maybe I should pull up a video. I don't know. I mean, if you've seen the video of them, you'll see how they dress. Asian offer food to, yeah, they do. They offer food to their deities. All Asians do it. All of them. Incense, they offer it. They offer it to ancestors. Ancestors' money. Hold on, the cat's crying. Look, your food's there. I'm gonna go see to the little one in a minute. Yeah. Yes. I studied all that mess years. Exactly. But Leonard, the thing is that he's going on like he's something new, right? Yes, all yes, very similar cultures. Yeah, Leonard, he's going on like it's something new that he's doing right now. Um, There's this lady that I follow on IG. She is a Sekhmet priestess, you could say. She is Sekhmet. She deals with Sekhmet on a daily basis. She has the charts. She went to the Sekhmet temple in Colorado or somewhere. I can't remember where the temple is exactly. And they have this place for Sekhmet where they take care of Sekhmet temple, and you can see various things that happens around the temple. So Sekhmet is obviously revered a lot in some places. If people is into Egyptology, Egypt, religious, there is good and bad in all these rituals. It's all about the intentions they set. Yeah, exactly. Like i.e., like I'll say, even with the pagan one, with the scepter. Now, at the end, right, most crystal ones have have what you call it, crystals on the end. Now, this is to amplify energy as well, to deal with the air. Then there's earth, wind, fire, water. I can't remember the other element. There's four elements that is used, because I wasn't part of the Wiccans, but I used to like doing Wiccan pagan stuff. Right now, when you go to English places, i.e., where can I say? Glastonbury uses circles. Stonehenge is half a circle, I think it is. It was there apparently. It was for sacrificial reasons, and it was there for harnessing energy. Now, Alistair Coley, anyone knows about Alistair Coley knows that Alistair Coley used to do many different religious archetypes, whatever. He used to call on a lot of stuff. Pyramids, he used to use a lot of. Now, in that picture, though the video is not very clear, I might go to SL Davis and get it, because I feel that I haven't edited it very well. My editation is very bad. Why would they invoke the fake Egyptian Taurus pyramids when the oldest pyramids are already? Yeah, but he he is he is basically what I feel, right? He draws from them in it, right? So this could be one awful show, or he could be actually taking their energy. He could be actually taking their energy. So her doing the kundalini dance, because we know that she is the bed wearer, the bed warmer, as they call way back when, the bed warmer. She's doing the kundalini dance. That's what I see, because it's very snake-like the way she moves her hips. All right, I'm gonna put up everybody's comments in a minute, okay? All right, so we're gonna move along. That we saw this hand gesture, as we know, bedwench. That's the one. Thank you, bedwench. I'm sure Sudan always more pyramids than he. I don't know about that one, but anyways, the hand gestures. See the hand gestures. That's what one of the ladies was doing. See, so there's a variety of Buddhist, like I say, Hinduism wrapped up, rolled into one. Yes, that's yeah, the sex magic. That one too. Okay, we're gonna move to Oleron in a minute, because he's calling himself Oleron. And that the mantra, what they was doing, the ashe, which they incorporate the ashe, means so be it, as we know. Anybody who knows what the ashe word means, that's what it means. So let me see. Now, Olarun. Now, I don't want to get this one wrong. Olorun. Now, Olorun is the ruler of the heavens in the Yoruba religion, the supreme god or the supreme being in Yoruba pantheon. Olorun is also called Oludumare, which I always get wrong, right? So he's a supreme god. So he's trying to say is he is the supreme god, being that he's already called himself the Messiah, then he's called himself something else, then he's called himself something else. Those are the same hand gestures they teach in African gang. Yes, thank you. Is it the Bloods or the Crips? I can't remember. Is it the Bloods or the Crips, Leonard? Which one is it? Gang members also secretly under. Yes, it's the Blood or the Crips, isn't it? It's one of them two. I don't know which one it is, but he's saying that he is the supreme God. Okay, because he's already said he's the Messiah, he's the God, he's the this, he's the that. He's called himself Olorun now. Let me see. What else have I got on this slide? Oh, yeah. The ladies are dressed in Hindu clothes. They're dressed in Hindu clothes. So when you're looking at his videos, look at how they dress. They dance like Mexicans. Oh, it's Hispanic gangs. Oh, yeah, both. Okay. They are dressed in Hindu clothes, but they dress like in Mexican dances. Now, let me get you a great example of that. Let me see if I can get an example of that one. Let's see. The screen doesn't shrink. Oh, okay. The best person to go, well, once again, is back to SL Davis's platform, because she has a lot of videos on these guys. SL Davis, I think it's SL Davis or I forgot her name. Soul. Soul has a lot of things on them. I'm trying to find. Let me see. I could find them dancing without them dancing weirdly. I see. I agree. Okay, we're gonna share this one as well, so you can see the way they're dressed, and we're gonna put it on big screen so so we can see clearly what is going on. I don't know if I can get bigger than that. No, can't get bigger. See, the demon's face always have to pop up, doesn't he? He always have to put himself in everything. I see. I agree. Oh, you couldn't see it. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait, wait, wait. I see. I agree. Now, the ICI3, like I said, means I see you. You see me. That's basically what it means. Basically, in a nutshell. Now, I'm trying to find a video with the women so you can see how they're dressed. Let me see, I could find a perfect video with how they dressed. Oh, so hard to find the video that I want. Oh, it is so hard to find the videos. Oh, normally I could find them straight away. When I'm not looking for them, I find them straight away. I think it's this one. No, I think that one. Okay, Yana. No, can't find it. Ugh, to go for a whole nature boy flipping whatever just to find it. But I want to show you how these women are dressed. Oh, I know who I can go to. Sorry, I'm just being long out here right now. I'm being long out here. I'll go to my favorite immoral immoral morals. Immoral mortal. She never lets me down, this lady. There we go. Now, this is how you can see where they're dressed as Hindus. Let's go to it. See, they're dressed like Hindus. The same way how Hindus have their scarves, the women, and all that. Maybe it could be a bit of Osho in there, a little bit of who else can I see? What other religion can I see in there? Nuwapians to some extent. You know the Nuwapians when they used to do their little fancy dances? There's a little bit of everything in there. He's put a little bit of everything. I want to put them alongside each other so we can see. Oh, oh, I don't know which way to put it. Let's put it free stance. There we go. See, can you see it? So basically, anybody who looks further than just the video, when you're looking at his videos, look a bit further. See the elements that he's using in there. Okay. Now, being that this is not the best presentation I've done ever. It's not. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm trying to find the elements to place in whatever he's doing without placing him in the picture. But I've got a video face of him now on here. All right. So I'm gonna do the comments now. Let me see what you're saying. Hi, Claire. I mean, Christine. Lady legs. Yeah. Let's keep on the subject at hand. See, I always do it when this child's crying. Miss Wise. Oops. Miss Wise. Lady legs. Let me see. And then I'm gonna get to your comments. Yeah, Leonard's eating popcorn and watching. Now, my explanation might not be the best explanation, mind you, on this side of things, but I did see the symbols and I'm trying to call them out, basically. I'm trying to call it out. It might not mean nothing to nobody, but you can see the elements of different religions, like Miss Wise said, incorporate into this whole thing. Okay, I'm going to try and put in everybody's comment on the screen. That's why I'm so quiet. Hold on. So the hand gestures is like Leonard said is gang related as well. But he said he was part of a gang apparently. Meditation under the skies of witchcraft. That's an important one there. What's the matter? Come. I'm gonna come give you the tablet. Portals. Yes, he's opening portals. That he's doing as well. Yep. And the the eyes use the evil eye by the Turks. Water is a memory. Yes. And the way they're dressed and what they're doing. Ah, my daughter's moaning now. I'm trying to cover it. Well, I am going to leave the chat up, mind you, because you lot are very, very on point as well. Let me see. I missed the talk. I missed somebody's message. They all have religious connotations. All of them. Every single one of the stuff what he's doing have religious connotation. Hold on. Let me go see after my daughter. And also, what I noticed, he's done a little bit of stomp the yard too. A little stomp the yard. The Kappa call out, the Kappa calling out thing is happening as well. He has the men do military stance, military work as well, which is just a whole nother video altogether. But this case, he's calling like Christine said, it's total blaspheme, and he's calling on upon different gods. But when you open these portals and that, he's not closing the portals. Doing huh? Okay. He's doing the Illuminati sign like it's something new, right? For years. For years, musicians have been doing that sign of Illuminati, the eye, the triangle over the eye for years. This is not something new. He's going to like it's something new. He wants to be shocking as well. So by putting all these elements onto the screens that he is projecting outwards, obviously he gets a bit of traction. People be looking at him a certain way because remember, people saying that how he was dealing with the occult, which in some I do believe he has been dealing with the occult because he actually glitches on screen. He glitches, his eyes turns funny on screen. It goes rather quite really dark. His face changes. He already has an unusual face for a man already. The face changes. When demons take over, trances take over, the face changes, it equates into something else. Therefore, the structure of the face, either it goes either one way or the other. Either you get older or you get younger. It all depends, okay, on the energy that you're embodying. Now, these women, which is quite sad, to which the levels they have gotten themselves into, right? Not only that, as well, the mirror, they're eating, the mirror is facing them consistently. Now, he is an Adonis. There is a myth, Greek story. I ain't gonna go all posh. There's a Greek story of one called Adonis who watches himself, he falls in love with himself, and then he dies because he falls in love with his image and the way he looks. He falls in love with himself so much. Now, Fundifi has referred to this already, and he's still doing the Adonis kind of thing where he's looking at himself, he's loving himself, and then he has the women that are loving on him. Now, this sounds similar to Buddha field. Now, as we know in Buddha field, they use Sanskrit arts and stuff like that as well to tap into the emotions, to tap into whatever else they got to tap into, right? The Bhagavad Gita. Hold on a minute, she's crying and wailing. Sorry, my daughter's crying. I have to go and see to her. Yeah. So basically, he's opened all these portholes and stuff, which is very interesting, right? He's probably opened portals in unintentionally. Now, when he started saying the I free thing, right? I free. Now, I know a sun gazer on YouTube. She sun gaze on a regular basis. Okay, she sun gaze. She plays with the sun. She plays with Ra on a regular basis. She is an Egyptian. She's into Egyptian stuff hard. She tells you. She explains you about certain stuff. Her name's Cosmo. Now, when you're looking up to the sky or you're sun gazing, which he does not do sun gazing. Okay, he don't do sun gazing. Now, the cantrels formed an X over the house. Yeah, because with all the elements, obviously, you're making yourself a target to whomever, to whatever, whatever. And he said there were pyramids. It's not a pyramid, it was an X, a total whole X over the house where they at. Okay. Now, the women, let's put this over again now. The women was also all joyous and stuff. Now Nefertari is into all this stuff because she's into um she's into Queen Afua stuff as well. She's into Queen Afua stuff. So Nefertari is totally different for her. Okay, this is Melia, who he's saying she is Sekhmet. He's called her the wounded healer. But she was very ill for a long time, a long period of time, as we know, okay, which SL Davis already explained on her video. So I'm not going to go through the whole explanation about all that. I feel, yes, right now he's using her as the conduit for whatever, with when you're doing anal sex or whatever. Apparently, that portal opens other portals or whatever. Now the flipping thing's gone funny. As soon as I start talking on the demon, everything goes kind of weird. But they are, looks definitely putting on certain things and dealing with certain gods which they are unaware of, not sure of. Unless you study these things, then you are aware of certain stuff. I don't even know if I should show that video. Where you're unaware of certain stuff, certain things, certain beings, because beings can take or hold of a person, which can be uncontrolled. Um, let me see if I could find another one. Let's see if we could find another. Can't find the one where they're dancing like Mexicans, because that's crazy. Because they're not Mexicans. And that's incorporating somebody else's stuff once again. Yeah, I cannot find the one where they're dancing like Mexicans. Can't find it. But I know that Nefertari have a lot to do with what's going on right now. Because Nefertari really believes in these certain things. Okay, this is the. I don't think I said anything profound than what others have said because, to be honest, I know if World was doing a breakdown on this, he will come with some real wicked, some brilliant stuff. Again, it links to cultism and interesting. Yeah, cultism. There's a lot of cultism stuff linked in there. Um, it's quite it's pretty interesting to all the gods that he is playing with. Okay, yeah, I did say some videos, mind you, on the mantras. I forgot all about that on the Buddhist mantras. Let me not forget myself. Oh. Let me see. I could find what I saved. The hand gestures. Oh, yes, here we go. I forgot I got video saved. Let me see. We can move this along. See this one? No, it ain't even that one. It's this one. Okay. And I have some video as well. Without the nature boy shit. Okay. Alright. Let's get it. As Coppertone will say. Where's the sound? There's so much hand gestures on that one video. We can't even sit and watch all of it. That's just like gonna be for long. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to the Star of David, and it's occulted use again. I'm going to use a. I'm gonna go back to my screen again. Hold on.
So-called King the Six-Pointed Star was known always when it was brought in by Solomon as the seal of Solomon. And it represented the star god Saturn, whose number is 666, number of the Antichrist. It was the star of Molech, Chion, and Remphan, all of Saturn's names. And it was a very evil thing. It was used dominantly in Egyptian witchcraft and magic. There are actually a group of Jews in Israel who constantly petition the Knesset to change their flag to a menorah, which is a true Jewish symbol. God gave the menorah to the Jews, and to eliminate the occultic star. They know what it is, but no one wants to listen. This is identified twice, specifically in the Bible, beginning with Amos 5:25 through 27. Did you offer me sacrifices and offerings, the Lord says to the Jews, in the wilderness 40 years, O house of Israel? In other words, you worshipped me. You made offerings to me, which was the old covenant. You also carried Sikkuth, your king, and Chion, your idols, the star of your God, which you made for yourselves. This is the star that we're talking about. And it's the star that he refers to here, of Chion, your idols, the star of your gods, which you made for yourselves. Therefore, I will send you into captivity beyond Damascus, says the Lord, whose name is the God of hosts. This was always an evil symbol. It was never a good symbol. It was never a symbol of anything to do with God. And then in Acts 7:41 through 43, the word says, and they made a calf in those days, offered sacrifices to the idol, and rejoiced in the works of their own hands. Everybody knows that the golden calf was an idol, and that it was evil, and that God was enraged when he saw what they had done. Then God turned and gave them up to worship the host of heaven, as it is written in the book of the prophets. Because of his rage over the golden calf, he gave the people, the Jewish people, Israel, up to worship the host of heaven. And the host of heaven is referring to all of the natural symbols, the sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, not him, the things of this earth. And it was written in the book of the prophets, did you offer me slaughtered animals and sacrifices during the 40 years in the wilderness, O house of Israel? You also took up the tabernacle of Moloch, the star of your god Remphan, this same hexagram. That's the star. Images which you made to worship, and I will carry you away beyond Babylon. In Ephesians 6, verse 12, here I want to just show you what it says about the hosts of heaven. It says, for we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the principalities and powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against the spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. This is all of the sun, moon, stars, planets, but it's also the fallen angels who are chained in the wicked heavenlies, which is hell. So this is what God is talking about. Saturn was the supreme god of the Chaldeans, and the seal of Solomon, or the hexagram, was a symbol of Saturn, as I said, used in Egyptian magic and witchcraft. It is used also, was then and is still now, in all forms of witchcraft. Satan and Saturn are interchangeable in the occult, and this marks all who oppose them with it as a curse. You have to see things for what they really are, so that you are not deceived, so that you are not destroyed by ignorance, because that's what the devil wants to do. In Revelation 13:15 through 18, it says, "He was granted power to give breath to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast to be killed. He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has that mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." Well, the number of his name is 666, the number of Antichrist. This is also in the Bible. You can find it for yourself. And this is another aspect of this so-called Star of David, and why it's such a terrible deception, because this mark of 666 is represented by this six-pointed star. 6 points, 6 within the 6 within the 6, as you look at the symbol. And this is very possibly going to be the actual visible mark of the beast. But Christians wear it as jewelry, on clothing, in art. And by doing that, they are marking themselves with a curse. They are marked for destruction of their own doing. They choose this because they don't want to hear anything else about it. They just listen to what everybody says. And it's very likely that this hexagram will be the visible symbol for Antichrist. And it will be the mark of the beast during the Great Tribulation. So why would anyone want to mark themselves with it now? If you have this hexagram anywhere in your home or possession, get rid of it. The devil has deceived both Jews and Christians with this mark. This is something that we cannot take lightly. It is not just, oh, well, I don't look at it that way, so it's okay. No, that's not going to work. In Ephesians 5 through 8, "For this you know, that no fornicator, unclean person, nor covetous man who is an idolater has any inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and God. Let no one deceive you with empty words, for because of these things the wrath of God comes upon the sons of disobedience." The wrath of God is only released during the tribulation, which means they will be here. And the sons of disobedience mean those who have been born again. They are sons of God because they have been baptized in the Holy Spirit and born again of the Spirit. But thereafter they have chosen not to be obedient, but to be disobedient. And that means they're not going to be part of the eternal body of Christ. They will have disqualified.
Oh yeah, she's definitely a Bible one, isn't she? God Jesus. Anyways, we're gonna go to, I think, the Kuan Yin one, because I feel didn't explain it properly. So I'm gonna get somebody who knows the info better than me. Oops. Right, let me see if this is the right
and
one.
hold you, support and
Right. So remember I told you about the Kuan Yin that was there too, yeah? Let me see if I can find her on my screen. Yep, Kuan Yin.
hold you. And
I think this is
To
the.
the west is Gabriel, archangel of water.
No, that's not the one. Let's get to the tomatoes, mate. Let me see. Hopefully, anywhere, but.
And how she is revered and cherished as the representation of Mother in the Western world, then you're already on your way to understanding Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin is revered as a mother figure that comes through the path of the Eastern tradition. She is known as the Buddhist Madonna. Kuan Yin is adored in Buddhism as the compassionate savioress and divine mediatrix, the merciful one who is intimately connected to and concerned with the daily lives of her devotees. Her devotees have a deep trust in her saving grace and in her power to heal. There are a lot of people who believe that even just saying her name will bring her instantly to the scene. Her devotees pray for her assistance and nurturing in every area of their lives, and altars devoted to Kuan Yin are found in homes, temples, and grottos all across the Far East. In fact, Kuan Yin was worshipped in China even before the advent of Buddhism. But Kuan Yin isn't just for the people in the Far East. Just like Mary, the mother of Jesus, she welcomes all of her children across the globe who come to her heart for healing and nurturing. What's interesting is that Kuan Yin is seen as both masculine and feminine. In her masculine form, she is known as Avalokitesvara. Another name for Kuan Yin is Guan Shi Yin, which means the one who regards, looks on, or hears the sounds of the world. Legend says that Kuan Yin was about to enter heaven, destined to become a Buddha, but then she paused on the threshold as she heard the cries of the world. Instead of entering the bliss of nirvana, she decided to take the bodhisattva vow and stay with the souls of planet Earth and the solar system until all other beings have been fully awakened and guided to their salvation. She's known as the Bodhisattva of Mercy, or the Goddess of Mercy, because she is so filled with mercy, compassion, and forgiveness. She has a ton to teach us about these qualities and how important they are to our spiritual progress. So Kuan Yin ascended thousands of years ago and lives in the heaven world, serving planet Earth through her Bodhisattva vow until all souls on planet Earth are free. She has a home of light known as an etheric retreat in the heaven world. Many ascended masters have etheric retreats which are placed strategically across the globe. These retreats are teeming centers of learning, spiritual activity, healing, refuge, etc., and each retreat has a unique design and purpose. Kuan Yin's retreat is called the Temple of Mercy and is in what is called the etheric plane over Peking or Beijing, China. The etheric plane is defined in the book The Masters and the Retreats as, quote, the highest plane in the dimension of matter, a plane that is as concrete and real as the physical plane, and even more so, but is experienced through the senses of the soul in a dimension and a consciousness beyond physical awareness. From her retreat, Kuan Yin ministers to the souls of humanity, that's you and me, and teaches us how to balance our karma and fulfill our divine plan, which is our mission in life. She teaches us to do this through loving service to life and by using the violet flame. If you are unfamiliar with the violet flame, after this, check out the video on this channel called The Violet Flame Explained. So Kuan Yin literally gave up moving on to higher levels in the heaven world in order to stay and hold your hand and to hold my hand and to hold your parents' hand and your child's hand until we make it home free to God through our own ascension, which is essentially our graduation ceremony from the schoolroom of earth. I personally can't think of any greater show of solidarity and support than that. When I think of God having my back, I think of Kuan Yin and of many other ascended masters who have made astounding personal sacrifices so that you and I can have the support that we need and a path to follow to make it back to God. So how can we connect with Kuan Yin and ask her to intercede in our lives? One of the most effective ways is by giving one or more of Kuan Yin's mantras. In a Summit University seminar about Kuan Yin, Elizabeth Clare Prophet spoke about Kuan Yin and her mantras. She said, Mantras are keys to the heart of divine beings. Once you have a key that unlocks the door to the heart of Kuan Yin, you enter her entire being. A mantra that becomes your favorite, which you master, that you say and develop a momentum on, that mantra becomes the key to her allness. A mantra is for a specific condition. You can choose one that strikes you as being something that can fill an empty space in your life. And you make it your own until you feel your whole body filled with the light of Kuan Yin. In our conscious giving of the Kuan Yin mantras, there is a process whereby we assimilate God, absolute good. And the pressure of that absolute good is a power of transmutation in the not-self, in the absolute evil beneath. The Kuan Yin mantras also mold and soften the heart. They bring about balance and the qualities of care, compassion, and mercy. When you give these mantras, you are giving the salutation to the Divine Mother in you." End quote. In the same lecture, Elizabeth explained that according to the 25th chapter of the Lotus Sutra, Kuan Yin can appear in 33 different forms, depending on the type of being that needs to be saved. These are called the 33 manifestations of Kuan Yin. Each manifestation represents a quality of Kuan Yin and can be invoked by reciting the mantra that is associated with that manifestation. So, Kuan Yin has 33 different manifestations or ways of helping us, and each manifestation is invoked by reciting its mantra. In that same lecture, Elizabeth Clare Prophet explains, quote, "The 33 manifestations represent the 33 steps of initiation that you will pass through before you have your complete victory over the not-self. When we use these 33 mantras, we are calling for that particular quality and manifestation of Kuan Yin to be with us, to reinforce us. The recitation of each mantra endues us with her presence in that mode." End quote. She then went on to explain each manifestation in detail and how Kuan Yin can intercede in our lives through our giving of these mantras. I attended a replay of the seminar when I was a teenager, and I so love these concepts that I compiled the information into a set of meditation and study cards. I'd like to share 3 of them with you. The Chinese mantra is on the top, and the English phonetic pronunciation is right below it. In the middle of the card is the English translation, and at the bottom left is the number of the manifestation. On the right is a drawing of Kuan Yin in that manifestation. Sometimes a description of Kuan Yin is given, like Kuan Yin sitting on a dragon or Kuan Yin holding the lotus. Other times there's not a description, in which case I use creative license in the drawings. On the back of the card is a summary of how Kuan Yin intercedes for us through that manifestation. I'd like to introduce you to a couple of Kuan Yin's manifestations. This is number 17, Kuan Yin of Various Treasures. On the back it says, "The name Kuan Yin, when recited in this mode, helps us to retain and safely seal within ourselves all our spiritual discoveries and treasures, no matter what moves against us in our pursuit of those treasures." This happens to me so often.
Wow. So basically, you say mantras to go through each initiation, each little pathway to Kuan Yin. And I don't think they done that one. I don't think they did that. I think they just like he's just choosing representations of goddesses with purpose. Because this sounds like a goddess or a being with purpose. I think I went offline for a bit. I don't even know what happened. I don't know. Anyways, um, there is something else as well that I did say have to be looked at. Buddha. See, oh yes. Oh, another thing. What come to my head as well as she was talking. He's choosing ascending masters to do certain stuff. They're all ascending masters. Babaji, Kuan Yin. Um, I think Buddha is an ascending master. So I think he comes under that. They're all ascending masters, each one, and like we know that there is many portals open already around the world. You know, There's all sorts of portals being opened. There's all sorts of things being opened. What he's doing exactly, from my understanding of my observation of all he has been, but all he's done, he's opened another one as well, which I think somebody else already mentioned already. He opened another portal. Um, when you're calling on certain beings that deals with wars and stuff like that, because Sekhmet, obviously she can be tamed, or I will think that, because you have to give your full, that all to the being, the deity. You can't do it halfway. You can't just do it like today and then tomorrow you put on one side. You have to dedicate your whole being to them, okay? Because it's a swap of energy. I think it's there. I'll say it's a swap of energy, because what you give out is what you receive. It comes back to you 360 degrees back. Now, just like the Orishas, like as she said, she comes in many forms, and that's the same thing with the Orishas as well. They come in many forms, many stances, in all different aspects. It all depends on what part of the world they are, i.e., Africa, whatever. By year, they have different forms, different things, different what they take on. Like, so you can't just do it for like a couple days, a couple months, and then that's it. All right, the ascending masters, particularly in Reiki, there are these priestesses who works fire energy. I forget what it's called. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but they work fire energy. Someone's come. They work fire energy, and they sit in these temples and they do what they got to do. On certain days, they come out, they work the fire energy. My daughter told me about them, but I can't remember the name exactly. If you know the name, please put it in the comment. Like, if you know what I'm talking about. Now, you have to dedicate your life to them. Nothing can be done halfway. The same thing when you're dealing with an Oshun deity. Now, many people deals with the Oshun deity a lot, but they don't look at all the pathways that she is, because she, I can say, can be looked on as a probably an ascending one too, because she comes in many forms. She don't just be one way neither. So you must know what you are playing with. He obviously have not studied them. I mean, I haven't studied on Kuan Yin, but I do. I remember hearing about her in passing, or when talking to certain people. Kabbalah, I've spoken to Kabbalists, but I never really looked into it that deeply. I've looked into the demons, mind you, because the demons, they don't play neither. So when you're dealing with certain stuff, especially as a melanated person, I feel it's more right. We can call it with more intention. We have more attention to our voice, our tone, everything. So anything that we're doing, initially, right, we can feel like the energy of all the planets around us, because inside of us is all this the universe. We are the universe. We're the walking, talking universe. Whether people care to accept it or not, but that's what we are. We are the walking, talking universe. Now, being that how people talk about the neutrons and all that stuff, the 66, the hair and all that, we can connect to ether a lot faster than most, right? But people who takes on initiation can connect on a faster basis. Or even if you are so enlightened, well, you don't need to go to a group like this, where you're so enlightened, where you are with a good master, per se, a good teacher, a good guru, because there are good gurus out there. Okay, there are good gurus out there. It's just people that choose shortcuts. These women chose shortcuts, so they will never meet a good guru, right? In the making. I mean, as much as I talk about the cults and stuff like that, because people have dealt with certain stuff and turned it upside down, use it for sexual whatever, and all of the deities that this man is calling on, he's always consistently, I would say consistently, for since I've been watching this guy, okay, he's always used feminine energy. He used feminine energy in all of it. He's surrounded by women. The women waits on him hand and foot. When they're doing certain stuff, the women takes on a bigger role than the men. The men will be seen as less than, like, as they'll be seen doing meditation now. Well, now they're doing meditation. They wasn't doing all that before. So if people is doing researches on the stuff what they are doing, if you look, like I said, like I repeat myself, when watching his videos, look very carefully to what he's doing. Take heed on what he's doing, the hand shapes, the hand gestures. Like Leonard say, there's gang related, the what's it, the Europe. I know from watching Chris Cypress that is a New York thing, which World has covered. Now, World, I know World. If World looked into this, he could have looked into this more deeper than me. I feel I've just touched the surface, did the overview. I ain't done nothing too spectacular. Probably others have seen stuff too. Now, Soul Theory also, she said she also says her piece too. Let me see, I could find her because she is a tarot reader as well, and she also clocked something too. Let me see if I can find the bit where she clocked it, because she clocked them too. No, she calls it a little ritual. Okay, so I'm gonna try and forward the video to where she speaks. Where is it? Gosh. Okay, let me show you. I'm not going to show you all the video. Hold on. I have to divide this so bit intricately. Let me see if I can divide it. I can't divide it. I want to divide it. Let's see if we can divide it. No, don't like how that looks. Okay. I didn't find the bit where she said that they were all calling on war thing. They're all calling on war goddesses. I can't get it. Because he's just in the frame all the bloody time. It's like crazy. But yeah, I know, innit? But there's one where they do the Ashe one, actually. Yeah, let me show that one. Why I say I'm talking about the Ashe one too, actually. Let's show that part. Let's show that part, yeah.
Hey, I get it.
Oh, that's not it.
Hey, I get it.
Oh, is it? Okay, I've got it. I've got it, people. But we have to see the demon. Unfortunately, I didn't want to show him because this is not a carbonation channel. I didn't want to show him.
All that you see here is for show. What goes on behind the scenes and how he harvests all of those souls, like all of those people's energy, is totally different than what he's displaying now. But this is tomfoolery. It is. He has the 6-pointed star right there. All of these red flowers and feathers to represent Sekhmet. Oh, wait. Time to perform. Look at them. Okay, now they're supposed to be drawing in the light. Okay. And the healing. And then right where they're going to do right now, bringing their hands together. And you're forcing out. And then you're crossing and hexing. Close it. But see, this is where they mess up. They bring their palms together. Wow.
Everything is coming to you. Peace, peace.
This is why I like Soul Fury. She just says it to the point. She don't cut no ice, you know. That woman don't cut no ice. When I saw that, I said, wow. She was on point, you see. She spoke about the star on the bed. She spoke about the Sekhmet. He's saying that Sekhmet is Malia, right? Now, a person who did actually come to them, I will say, carries that energy. Yes, she does. The electrician. If you remember the electrician who did their wicks, and she knows exactly who she is because she's able to explain exactly who she is, exactly who Sekhmet is. Let me see, I could find her because we're putting everybody in this. She carries that energy. When you look at her, you see the energy on her. That is her. He's cursing people, all sorts of craziness. These people think they're doing something spectacular. They're not. Right? Wadjet explains who she is. What does her name mean? Let me see. I can get the sound on that. Wadjet explains it. Okay. Now, this is how you know the difference between someone who knows what exactly they are about and what the deities is about and all that stuff. Because I remember when somebody mentioned Wadjet.
So my name. So my name. What does it mean? It is Kemetic. It is two names in one. Nekabet and Wajet. They are Cobra protector goddesses. So my name. What does it mean? It is Kemetic. It is two names in one. Nekabet and Wajet. They are Cobra protector goddesses. So my name.
So he's saying that Malia has that same energy that this lady has because when she first came over there, her name was Sekhmet. Okay, Sekhmet. And I remember her advertising, telling people to go and find her and stuff like that because I've seen many people who follow me on the Facebook following her also, right? Because she literally lives a nomad life. She is a nomad and she knows who she is. She plays with swords like an Egyptian. If you see this lady play with swords like an Egyptian, you know, like the mummy when they're, no, not even a mummy. I can't even think of who. This woman knows how to play with swords. Yes. Yeah, she wasn't intimidated by him because she has that power. She's a whole powerhouse walking by herself. Everything that she has on her body represents Egypt from her head to her foot. Right? She's like a magi. A magi? Is that a magi? A magi. She's like one of those. So as we know on the mummy, yes, they bastardized Imhotep, and we saw that the concubine was doing arts, certain arts representing fighting. Wujjet is that she does sword fights. She's like a Kali lady, Kali Ma in her blood. Now he wanted to harness this lady as well. Yeah, but this lady didn't take him on. He couldn't deal with her spirit because she embodied whatever she embodied was greater than him, and he couldn't take her like that. So he's trying to get these women to be a bit like her, like every woman he comes into contact with who's very strong-willed, very strong-minded. He tries to make these women embody that woman, and Sekhmet, or Wajet as she is called, is very the right. You know, when she's ready to dress like a goddess or a feminine woman, she does that. When she's ready to dress like a warrior, she is a warrior. That's how Wajet roams. That's how she is, right? And these women do not embody that. Nefertari said she was Oshun at one point, but Oshun deals with her enemies with no no. I can't think of the word. She deals with them quite outrightly. Outrightly, she deals with them with justice. She deals with them with balance. You can't mess with a Ocean child because you get the worst end of the stick per se. And there's a lot of Ocean children around. Okay, so so what he's doing, he's playing and playing and playing and playing and playing with things that even he has no sense of. Considering he was around people like, okay, I'll throw Sinetta into the mix. He was around people like Sinetta. He was around people like Layla Africa. Them ones there. The ones who was actually doing the work, who was actually doing the stuff. Moata Ashby does Egypt yoga, and that's his life. He lives and breathes Egyptian yoga, right? So he is really a very bad representation of so-called woke people. Okay, I'm not saying all woke people are follow things to the letter because they don't. Because they don't. Okay, they don't. But some of them, when they follow things or they take out parts that they know that they can do, and they do that. Okay, now he is not doing that. And Soul Theory picked up on him so quickly. Like Soul Theory's been reading their tarots for a very long time because every time something happens, she reads a tarot, and it literally happens in a certain way. She's actually a very good tarot reader, I can say, on that side of things, right? So please go and sub to Soul Fury. She actually edits the video very well as well. She's another one who takes the mick out of them. She don't really play with him on certain levels because she sees the BS. She sees the shenanigans. Auntie Miracle even is quite a smart lady. When she pulled up the shenanigans or what he was doing, the Kappa thing, the school days, he spoke like Lawrence Fishburne. Now, if people know movies, when you're watching this person, please remember movies, certain movies. If you haven't seen the movie and somebody refers a movie, you go take a quick look and then you come back to the video to what they are showing and you can see him playing it out. He is an actor. He's an actor. That's all I can say. He's an actor. He loves audience. Without the phone, I don't know what he would do. If he had no internet or no phone, what would he do? What would he do? Tell me, what would he do? How would he function? Oh yeah, and about that that Greek thing what I was telling you about, Adonis. Let me see if I can get a better one. Oops. Remember I was telling you about Adonis. Okay, so this is Adonis because Fundi Fee spoke about Adonis before on one of her videos. Please go and take a look at Fundi Fee's videos. Let me see if I can get it on a bigger screen. Oh, there we go. Adonis. This is who Nature Boy represents on a big scale. I think it's Adonis or Adonia, one of them. Adonis. He fell in love with himself and he fell into the water or something. I think it's that. That's how it went. He's that. This is who he is. Yeah, he's a plant and a distraction. He is. Right, opening doors and don't know what's going on, what's going to come through. And he doesn't know how to close the door. He doesn't know how to close the door. Even when you're opening a Wiccan circle, right? When you open the porthole, you have to be able to close the porthole after you opened it. These pagan witches when they open it, and then at the end they do a closing. So he doesn't know nothing. He doesn't know anything. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not knowledgeable, but I know from being around certain places, certain new age spots, you see and you hear a lot of things. He's playing with too many things, and one of those things is going to bite him in the ass one of these days. Okay, they're going to bite him very hard. Okay, because he has no idea. He's one of those who goes on YouTube and or go like today. He's very manic person. Manic. He has manic episodes similar to what young Pharaoh's going through right now. Now, today he's green. Tomorrow he's blue. Tomorrow he's blue. Today he's yellow. That's how he is. That's how he rolls. So he'll do something for about a month, maybe less than that, a week. Then he go back fog like. He's already trying to embody, which I'm gonna talk about. He's trying to embody. He looks like an Arabian, like a Dubai man right now. Right. Oh yeah, and also a Hindu, the Hindu, the Hindu people, they tie their hair and they wear the chains and they go to the ashram and they do all the things that are dedicated to the ashram. They do the mantras, they do the drums, they dance. The girls is doing the dances like I said, Hindu women do. Like, when you watch a good Bollywood, and the woman singing and then they do a dance afterwards, that's exactly what's going on. So people, even if it's a commentary happening over a video, like I said, even I've gone in and I've put stuff in SL Davis's chat because I feel that I have to let her know what she's watching sometimes as well, because I don't think she knows sometimes what's going on. But I think I'm hoping she goes and she Googles and she looks up stuff to what I'm saying, because I mean, I feel she sees the bullshit for what it is. I feel SL Davis is really seeing him for who he is. Because at first she was really, really taking a beating for him. She was, right? And now she's seeing, because in her mind she's like, what the hell is going on here? What the hell? So that's why I asked her for her video, because I feel that because she's been going for years, and for the time she's been talking on him, she never wavered, mind you. And when I saw she put that video up, because she was the first to do it, I think, then it was Soul Theory who did it after her. And I think Breezer does a couple on him as well. Right? So sometimes it's best to just laugh at him. I wish people would just laugh at him. I see in the comments people are coming after him right now as well. Okay, so that's the same energy you have to hold of this man all the time, because when the comments change a certain way, he's got to turn off them comments. He's got to turn them off, because what he's doing, he is sending it into the ether. He is sending it into the ether, right? Me and Philly Bruja, well, actually, Philly Bruja spoke about the jumpers that jump through the technology already, right? Now, whatever he's calling on, it comes into your space. It makes you mad. When I used to watch him, I used to be so crazy mad, crazy upset, crazy mad, upset, everything else with it. I used to watch like 10 videos of him a day, of him, what he was doing to the women. And I used to get so mad. I used to get so angry. But it is the energy that he is dealing with. So sometimes it's meant to watch the reactors, the commentators. Don't watch him straight, because you will get mad. You would want to throw your software or your device at somebody, literally. And it is the spirits that he is calling into space. He's calling certain spirits into space, all right? Even when he goes to water, when he goes to the beach, he don't just go to the beach. He's not just sitting there For whatever reason, he is actually making, like, it's similar to the guy, like I said, I'm going to refer to Buddhafield again, the hypnosis he was using on the men, thinking that how when he was abusing them that it was all right. It's the same situation he's doing with this. He's using all these religions. Now, it's a shame that these people who is into these religions don't go after him. The Muslim one, calling it Allah, right? The Muslims take their shit very seriously. They do not play with Islam. You can't play with Islam. Neither. That's another side. You don't play with Islam. No matter the form it comes in, Sunni Muslim, whatever, black Muslim, whatever. Then you're saying that you're polygamous, but in African countries and certain places they are polygamous. But you're still right. You are not letting your other members have the women. It has to be balancing everything. You can't just be having all the women and the men don't have all the women. The men don't have their women. He made one leave a whole pregnant woman while she was pregnant. So now this guy, when you look at his face, he's gawped. He's sucking the life out of them. True looks really skinny. He's sucking the life out of him like a vampire. An incubus that he is, or succubus that he is. So that's why I tried to tailor the video where I didn't have him in it, because he looks at himself. When people's commentating on him, he's looking at himself. He is an Adonis. He is an Adonis to his worth, to his whole being, right? He looks at all the videos, all the commentary that is spoken about him, and then he goes and he adapts himself accordingly. When people say that how he's dealing with the cult, he's dealing with this, he's dealing with that, he's the demon. Which I've always thought he was a demon anyway. He's saying now, oh yeah, I'm a demon. Okay. Now, Real Talk's done a thing about the hood, because he kept mentioning about hoods and the hood and the hood and the hood and the... Real Talk did a whole video about the hood and how people was trying to come away from the hood and all that stuff. Nobody wants to stay in the hood. Nobody. Okay. So please go and look at her video on that. But on this case, we are seeing him using all these religions and all this stuff, and have them dressing up a certain way, putting dots on their heads, which is the third eye. The third eye, we know, also receives visions and stuff like that. You can astral travel as well. You can be initiated in dreams. It's happened to me. I know. Right? It all depends on who you're around, what you're around, how you deal with certain stuff. Initiations happens in dreams as well. Deities can appear to you in dreams. I bet that how right he don't even ask them certain questions if they are so enlightened. With everything, there's questions to be asked. Your dreams are reflections of what goes on in the subconscious mind as well. Right? But initially, yes, things can happen. Some women are seers. Maybe one of those girls is more deeper than they are. They might have a little bit of crazy in them, but they might have something more special going on in them. But do they get a chance to show that side? No, they don't. No, they don't. So I am not going to go on and on and on, because I'll be on there like two hours, which, because it's a lot to break down. Even though that Christian lady, she was coming from a biblical conscious of stuff, but yeah, some of what she said is true and some of it is not, and some of it is whatever. Yes, she can hex people with the Star of David, or whatever, the pagan star, whatever they call it, witches wear it around their necks. Yes, all that stuff. He's doing all this. What? But anyway, but I think maybe it's good and bad for him, because, obviously people talk about him. What is he doing? What is he doing? But like I said, sooner or later, whatever you're doing will come back to you, dude. It will come back, right? Adonis loved himself so much he fell into the water and killed himself. I think that's how the story go. Don't quote me on it. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, basically. So as you see, I'm in agreement with Soul Theory. He's calling curses. He's putting curses on them and himself, and he don't even realize he's doing that. Then he's saying she's Sekhmet. Okay, well, we'll see how Sekhmet she is. If somebody comes to that house and try and do you all something, would she stand up and fight for you or do whatever? Or would she use a rifle, which is what she nearly did on one woman? Is she practicing the art of Sekhmet? Is she practicing fighting? Is hand-to-hand combat? Or is she just looking pretty? Though she's just a wench at the end of the day anyway. She's a bed warmer. He can do her anything, any type of sexual thing to her. She doesn't care. She's there for it. She's there for that. When they talk about their knowledge, what knowledge are they talking? That's another thing. What knowledge are they talking? You just make black people look stupid and dumb. Okay? Making black people look stupid and dumb. There's a lot of knowledgeable black people out here on the YouTube streets who is actually doing works. I will not put myself in that category right now because I ain't doing much right now. But at the same time, before I even come on here, I have to make sure I know or I've got some kind of idea what I'm talking about. That is reading, researching, finding out what is what. I can't just come on here and just talk. He has no idea what he's playing with. He hasn't been around the people, the Ashwans, the temples, the Buddhist temples. Oops, I nearly fell over then. He hasn't been around the Buddhist temples. I've actually done meditation with a guru, a guru, a trained guru. I've done a meditation with one of those. Egyptian yoga is way different than the other yoga. There's a difference. Same kind of principle, but same type of thing. He has not done none of this. None. But I'm not gonna go on and rant because like this is not a ranting video. It just shows you how easy people get pulled into stuff. Now I've been white people who's been in the lady who hugs a lot. What's her name? Amma. There's an Indian lady called Amma. She has a whole, I would say, probably a cult following, right? Now, white people, okay, there's one thing I like about, I can say white people is really good at, right? When they take on something that is, whatever it is, Indian, Asian, whatever, they do it to the whole, everything. They don't do it for one day. They don't do it for a month. They don't do it for a week. Even when a white person turns into a Muslim, they don't do it for a week, a month, a year, or whatever. They do it. Now he's never probably even never been to one of those spaces. Oh, I hope she's okay. Well, he has probably have never been to spaces where they're actually doing the reading in Hindu or Hindi, and then they're reciting back or they're singing in Hindi. I've been around places like that. You cannot just draw up something and put in a Kuan Yin or a Buddha in your house and think, yeah, that's it, that this is it, I've reached. No, you haven't reached. You have to go to the masters to go learn what you have to do, because there's probably a lot of stuff you have to do. You have to give up a whole lot of stuff. All that drinking and dancing and jiving and twerking and all that shit, you can't do that. You have to empty yourself. Now, if you watch Morgan Freeman, where he goes to that thing, Where is God documentary, I think it is, or God documentary, he goes to a variety of religions and they explain why they're there, why they gave up living in the day-to-day life, and they are doing what they're doing, why they became Muslim. Latinos are turning Muslim as well. They're forgetting, look at me, some of them, and going to Islam. It happens. That's how it just is. But they're not doing it halfway and then going back to look at me behind back. They're literally doing it. You cannot do things halfway, half-heartedly, and then don't, and then what, and then like you, and then put it on social media. My daughter's having something. She's happy today. She wasn't well yesterday, so she's happy. So I don't mind her screaming out right now. But yeah, so that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. They go the whole 9 yards. Yes, white people go to the whole 9 yards. When they're Rasta, they're Rasta. They have the locks. They tie up their hair. 12 tribes of Israel. 12 tribes. If you look at the Rasta people or whatever, or you look at YouTube or 12 tribes, there's white people there dressed in head wraps with locks. They don't do things halfway like today, tomorrow they change. No, it doesn't go like that. But anyways, my daughter's screaming in the background. And you know when she starts, I'm going to go and cut it off because I need to make sure she's okay. She's screaming to the top of her voice. I don't know why. Okay, so with that said, I am going to come off. Let me find the outro. Oh, where I put it? Strange when you make stuff, you can't find it. Can't even find the outro now. Oh, I always do this to myself, don't I? I can't find the outro. Gonna have to cut this bit out then. See that long pause? Let me see if I see it. I was so happy that I did my outro. Now I can't even find it. That's so funny. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. Oh, I'm trying. Well, like at first it was a very shaky beginning, but I got there in the end, didn't I? It's always the way with me when I start these things. Anyways, yeah. So thank you for joining me as well. Hold on, let me put the outro, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the names up. Cause my daughter's screaming to the highest. She's screaming to the highest. So let's see who came through. Christine. Today I ain't got the clapping one. Lady Legs. Miss Wise. I'll do my clapping. Leonard, and you're so troublesome, but I like you. You're all right. You're cool, dude. He's troublesome, but he's cool. Oh, I nearly blocked you. Oh, nearly blocked you, Leonard. Nearly blocked you. Lady Legs. I think I said you already. We're going to take our time and go through this. I think I saw Claire earlier. Where's Claire? But I'm not going to be dropping links because people from the past took a little bit of liberty. So I don't know. I don't know about the links dropping things so much. Claire. Right. I think I got everybody. I ain't see nobody else. Oh yeah, Ocean Soul. Welcome, Ocean Soul. If you're new, I ain't seen you before. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm sure you can give me some info on some. Yes, I'm coming. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna open the window curtain a minute. Yeah, I know. Oh, let's go down. Oh, Truth Master Dre. Thank you, Christine, because I think I passed him. I didn't see him. Thank you for coming, True, as always. Much appreciated. Please sub to the other channel because some of this cult stuff, I don't know. There's a little, the videos are a bit, you know. So in case of anything, please sub to the other channel, the backup channel, just to be on the safe side, because YouTube can be crazy sometimes. What else do I need to say? Yeah, I have a Cash App as well. I am trying to study right now at present because I'm trying to formulate something so I can help people on the YouTube streets. I've helped somebody before on the YouTube streets, and so far he touch wood, he's okay. So far, so good. Um, and I'm hoping I can help more people in the long run. Plus, is also building myself up too. And hopefully, if I get to more people, I could probably do the t-shirts thing and all that because I feel I don't want to turn here into a gang per se situation because it's not about a gang thing. It's just the information. So I know people know things that I'm talking already, but it's fine. But it's just that when we talk about cultism and different things, which is what I'm realizing, every single day I see new things on cults every single day, it seems like every day. So if I really follow myself, I'll be actually, oh, you want me to drop the actual, okay, okay. Okay. When I come on again, I'll put it up as well. Um, but I think oh no, sorry, Christine has it as well on what she's putting it up. She put it up as well. I did put it on here as well. Let me see. I did put it on here as well because I tried to get it. When you're trying to copy it, it's just hard. Yeah, thank you, Truth Master. Hopefully, because I'm not trying to turn into a cult channel, but I'm telling you something, man. Them cults are very deep, very, very deep. They're the same. They're the same they're the same but different. It's really weird, and it's the abuse situations is crazy. And I'm just doing from black and white. Oh yeah, I'll DM it to you. That's what I do. I'm doing black and white because it's the same. They're both the same. I know people are like, oh, da, 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 but they are the same. They're literally the same. They're literally the same. The white YouTubers have covered numbers of cults, and it's just the same people, just different skin color. That's all it is. Some more brutal than others. But yeah, as soon as when I research one cult, I hit on another cult. That happened yesterday. So um it's not that I'm turning my channel into a cult channel, but I'm gonna do it continuous. It's like as Christine said, it chose me. So I'm gonna it's information that needs to be spoken about, and there's probably other people who's done stuff and been part of it, and it's not been put in a certain way. Maybe I mean I don't my videos ain't really the most thingy, but I just try to do my best. All I can do is my best at the end of the day, innit? So yeah, um, Christine, put the cash up so I can get the cash. they are virtue, all the same, all similar. So this one that is going is no different. He's different to any of them. So like people saying that he might have studied them. I don't think he studied them. I just think he is just a he's a cult leader. That's it. He's just a full-time cult leader. Full-time cult leader. That's what he is. I try to do as best as I can on the information, not to just jump on here as soon as I see some kind of information, because I don't want to do that. Because if I do that, I can't deliver, and I can't get the sound bites. The sound bites is important because they say words that even I can't even say. Like I've never even heard of. And what I noticed, a lot of the people who's doing the sound bites are white. I think there's only one black one I think I came across in all of it. But what's so interesting is that they do a lot of research on them, and they break it down to a simple. Some of them do like all 4 or 5 episodes on one cult, and that's a lot of information to take in. Yeah, so my daughter's calling me. My daughter's calling me. So I just try to do my best. The only thing I can do is my best. That's all I can do. Okay. I don't pertain to know everything, but the little bits I know, sometimes it always falls into place with what's going on in front of what's going on as well. And because I've been part of a few things myself, it helps a little bit. I think that's where some people's who's had conversations with victims and stuff. I think that's where it is for them as well. So hold on, let me put the cat out. Oh. And most of the YouTubers like Fundi Fee and others have also tried to break down elements of what he's been talking about as well. So some like she is a very good teacher, mind you, and I feel that's where I've learned a lot of stuff from her particularly. And that's why I made sure I did a video for her. You know, she's a great example of how not to do certain things. She obviously, because she's a master teacher herself, she teaches a variety of stuff as well. Apart from talking, before she used to talk about Nature Boy a lot. She don't really do it. She just gives information now. She used to talk about polygamy because she was part of a polygamy situation herself. So when people are talking about certain stuff, they also bring in their own experience into it too. So, but I don't preach. I don't want to preach at people. I just want them to get an idea of how sick this guy is. So even if even if it goes viral, which is what it's doing now, it's reaching TikTok now. There's TikTok people now calling him out. So, you know, I guess people who is doing awareness on certain people, they need to carry on doing it as much as they can. I am not going to turn it to a Nature Boy channel. No way, no how, no way. I like what the stuff I bring anyway as well, because there's either cults from the past. I think there's 2 from London so far, and apparently there's some that is going on now, because I went and I looked up some, and there's some more going on now. So, you know, I don't want to end up doing like 10 of them, but you know, some people don't know about these cults that is going on that surround them and whatever. Like Miss Wise told me about Father Yod, Yod, like Yada, but like Yod. And when I looked up about him, he was similar to Nature Boy as well, taking all the women, um, what you call it? He's using people. He was just using people to the max. There is some very wicked people out there who are not like this are weak-minded people. There's weak-minded people and there's clever people as well, or people who are literally go for it, and people would walk away from it. So yeah, that's how I see it basically. But yeah, but thank you anyway. I feel that I just went on this then. I just sort of went on some next place. But that's basically how it is. So like I said, when you're looking at him, please, if you're on IG, please follow Immortal Morals. She is very good. Nosy Bitch is very good. Well, Nosy Bitch do come back on as well. She actually literally take the Mickey out of him, and it's good because it needs a lot of people to be like that at present right now. Because the more followers that drops from him, because all the pictures he has on the Google right now, it shows him in nature, and I figure that's what is drawing the people to him right now. So most of those pictures are old as well. So, like I said, like you know, we all know a little bit. So whenever you lot throw stuff in the chat, I am gonna highlight it because it's always good to know that somebody else knows a little bit more than I do too. Because I like people who know more than me. Sometimes it's good. I like clever people. It's good. It makes life more interesting, and I learn something. Whether I will make do an open panel again because I got burnt by a couple people, so I'm a bit cautious with that. But um, I'll see anyway. I'll just see in it because I don't want any and anybody on my panel like before. I don't want any and anybody on there like before. And the good thing about talking to people outside is that they can let me know if they want a panel or not or whatever. So I just go by them. If Real Talk is about, even she is good as well. So go to Real Talk. She gives information. She don't just show the videos as well. But it's good to also watch the ones who's just normal, who's not into nothing, who's not into woke, who's not into nothing. Because sometimes it's good to just watch them. I find it good. I find it interesting as well. So you get an input or intake of how they're thinking. Like I said, S.L. Davis doesn't know a lot. So when you put stuff in her chat, she'll learn. She'll learn little bits as well, right? So then she can look at him really differently because now she's looking at him differently. Her whole, how used to look at him before, her whole mindset has changed on how she sees him now. So, yeah, sorry, I went on a bit, sorry. But I'm going to play the outro. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Much appreciated. Much love, as those other the indigenous lot say, much love and respect. But yeah, so yeah, True Master, everybody, Miss Wise, Christine, Claire, Lady Legs, Leonard. Hopefully I missed out no names. Thank you for coming true. And I'm gonna look at that thing what Leonard said as well, because like sometimes it's interesting to look at what you lot said in the chat. Yeah, so on that note, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna go on and on and on because like 12 now it's going on 1 o'clock. I'm going to leave it right there because like I had to go and see after the child as well, a couple parts because like and all that. So with that said, I'm gonna come off. Have a good day, good afternoon. I'm going to play my outro that I made. I'm happy with it. It's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay.